Hi guys, I'm Patrick and welcome to another lesson of Learn iOS 10 Programming with Swift Free. Today I'm going to teach you how to run complicated animations. So for now, when you click here, it's going to happen, the animation is going to happen in the same time as if it was going to come to here. You see? It's a lot slower, here it's a lot faster, but I want to make it equally as fast. So how do we do that? We have to calculate how far is the touch location, and we're going to remove the touch. The touch is moved because we don't need that. So we want to get the location of the touch, which is the touches dot first dot location in view. Now we want to calculate what is the distance between the location of the label and location of the touch. So how do we do that? We calculate it with the Pythagorean theorem, if I said that correctly. So we calculate the square root of distance of x distance squared and plus y distance squared. So it looks something like this. So we want the location dot x minus label dot frame dot origin dot x, absolute value of that. Okay, so absolute value of that, and then power that, so make it squared. Okay, that should be correct. Extra argument. Okay, I missed something. Okay, it's 2 here. Plus the same thing just for y. Okay, so let's just make it a little bit easier to understand. Okay, let's... Now we can leave power inside, but like this. So we calculate the square root of the y distance squared plus x distance squared. Let's just see how it works when we output that to the console. And I'll put the link down below just with some information on that theorem that we are using, which probably you already know of. But if you don't, there is a link down below. Okay, so you see the distance here is okay, here is a smaller one, here is 170, here should be close to that also, here is bigger, the biggest is like 600, here is 530, 280. So what do I want to do? Let's just put that in a variable distance. Now we want to animate it with duration, which is distance divided by 100. Actually, let's make it 200, so it's a little bit faster. Okay, what does it need to be? Okay, time interval. Now let's run it and see how it works. So now it should be equal time to here, as you can see, and to here it's going to be longer. So it's equal speeds. So now it's the same speed to here and to here. It's going the same speed, and that's exactly what we want. Okay, let's see it working. So when we press here, it goes at that speed, and to here, it goes the same speed as it did. So now it goes everywhere the same speed, and that's exactly what we want. But now I want to make it even more cooler, by giving it some damping. So how do we do that? View.animate with duration, delay, spring damping, a lot of stuff. Duration, time interval, distance divided by 200. Delay 0, spring damping, I don't know, 1, initial spring velocity 1, options nil for now, animations we're going to put, and completion nil. So let's just place this code here. We don't need this anymore, and let's UIView animation options dot. Let's give it curve is in out. Okay, so this is going to look very cool. So it's going to be speeding up and then slowing down because it's a curve. You see? Now this looks cool. And that's exactly what we want. Okay? And now when we change the spring damping to 0.5. Okay, so when we set the using spring with damping 0.5 and initial speed velocity 5, we get this spring animation, which looks cool, but let's just set the duration to 1 and remove this because we don't need it anymore. And the location also. Well, we can use it here, why not? So now you see when you animate it to somewhere, it does that spring like animation, which looks cool. We can decrease the initial speed velocity to initial spring velocity to, let's say, 3, so it's not as fast as it was. You see, now it looks very cool. We can also do it for the other one. So let's just say top view dot frame self, of course, self, and let's do the frame, not the origin. Okay, so let's just put the speed back down for when it comes, for when it goes away, so when we stop touching the screen. And you can play with this, it's a lot of fun, of course. So you see. And what happens now is you see it glitches. That's because when the 2 seconds pass, it stops working, it just moves it to wherever it is supposed to be. So let's see what happens now when we increase the duration. You see, we need a little bit longer, let's put 5 seconds. You see, it's almost smooth. You could increase this damping, there are a lot of stuff you can do.